Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Allegedly, it's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, it's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. Allegedly.
Jax and Britney are separated as they should be, but I want to know, why did you feel it appropriate to conceive a child with a cokehead? And now you want to be upset that a cokehead's doing what a cokehead does, and you want him to turn into a father, but he was never a father. He was never a husband. He was always a cokehead. You knew it. You did it with him. You enabled. Why would you have a child by that? The brain is small, the belly fat. You chose to get pregnant by that. And what I am never going to do is infantilize a white woman. You knew it was a poor choice, but you wanted to get on this reality show machine come hook or crook or coke spoon. You want to get out here and act like you wasn't a motherfucking part of the okie doke. Shut that shit up now. You jumped in bed with this man. You fought other women for this man. You knew he was going to cheat. You knew he was going to snort. He's doing both. Why are you shocked? This is who you chose to parent with. You knew what he was. You had the Carfax from Vanderpump Rules. You can't pretend to be shocked shitless. So I want to know why you and your stomach ulcers thought this was a good idea. Until you can sit down and be honest about that, shut your monkey mouth. Shut your white monkey mouth. You're out in town getting drunk with these little sluts. Girl, one, you were one of those little sluts. Let's not forget that. Now you mad because these heifers don't have the baby weight on? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You are two sides of the same shitty parent coin because, girl, you knew what he was and you got pregnant by it. You knew what he was and you married it. Now, I thought you was going to be smart and let him cheat in peace. You really thought you were enough? You're not. You're not. You weren't enough to get him to go sober, and nor was your child. That's the man you chose to father. That's the man you chose to marry. You're a simpleton. But you knew what you were going to get, and now you think you're going to get sympathy from me? If you want to find sympathy, you better look between shit and syphilis in the dictionary. He's not allowed to be around Cruz by himself. Jax don't care because Jax didn't want that child. Y'all got to stop getting with men that's going to give you a child just to shut you up. That's a shut you up baby. He did not want that kid. And you are ignorant for thinking he did. He went along with this to extend his time on Vanderpump Rules and to get this show. You were a check marriage. Plotline puss. Oh, God, he can't grow up and become a person like you. Then why did you get pregnant by him? We're not going to stop. You knew. And you got pregnant anyway. This is not a coke problem he just developed. You were along for the ride and the rails, and now you want to act stupid? Fuck you, Britney. Fuck you. I don't want him to grow up like you. You know what? That's the thing kids do. They grow up to be their parents. So if you don't want to have a kid with substance abuse problems, don't fucking get pregnant by someone who has substance abuse problems. It's 2024 when you got pregnant, or 2023, you knew. But now you want to act shocked? Fuck you. Oh, I hate it when white women do this. I hate white women like this. You have the intelligence of a tumor. Now, is Jax a piece of shit? Absolutely. That's not up for debate. We know he's a feces. But honey, he's been waving his feces flag for the world to see. This is not a, oh my God, I didn't think he would do this. You knew. You chased other women off, put up with the cheating, put up with the other girls' numbers to get on TV, to have a relationship with Bravo, and now you think we're going to feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for the willingly stupid. Oh God, now we got Jesse and his daughter. They getting ready for school. He another one that shouldn't have had nobody's child. He ain't have no business having nobody's child. You can look at his face and tell you ain't got enough love in your eye to have a child. I don't want to hear about y'all's new kids. I really don't. The one that was pregnant last time, the one that's really messy, she's happy that she got a gross baby. I don't like you. Her husband seems likable, but I'm like, if you like her, then some shit wrong with you. God, it really, that's the white woman you chose? Really? She's such a frump. Oh God, then we've got Kristen Doughty, and I don't like a Picasso-esque face, and just something about her face is too exaggerated for me. Okay, so they still trying to get pregnant. Girl, you probably did too much coke with Jax. Okay, so Britney and Jax just need to go on and break up because she talking to somebody else. We know he likes to cheat in peace. Move on. Oh, she's hanging out with Jax's friend. Now, that is petty, and you are doing that to hurt him, which is why it's time for both of y'all to move on. The girls are surprised the guys want to go out and drink now that they're not in relationships. What are y'all doing? Oh, y'all are at home with your kids. That's what y'all doing. See, that's the thing. They didn't really want those kids. They gave you those kids to shut you up. If you had really looked at both Jax and Jake and whatever his name is, that's the last thing I would give either of those men is a baby. That's the last thing I would give them. Even if they said, oh yeah, I want kids, it's like, please, that's just talk for you. You want to see if your sperm work. You don't want a baby. So Jason's dating somebody new now. She's dating somebody new as well. All this, I never had that feeling with Jesse. Then why the fuck were you with him? Why did you have a child with him? So Brittany and Janet, that's the one I hate. Janet, they go plant shopping. Oh. So now we got Janet big up in Brittany. I'm sorry. We're not doing this. We're not going to paint her as some victim. You signed up for this shit, and now your chickens have come home to roost. Truth is, I think you got pregnant by a cokehead because you knew you could take the baby and run and try for a spinoff. So Brittany's having a white party, and he gonna have a party to prove a point. I think he's going to have a party because women are going to go to Britney's and guys are going to go to Jax's. I think that's what it is. Besides, y'all both need the money in the household for the rehab fees. You're going to say, grow up, you're 45. Was he acting grown when you started messing with him? No. He cheated on some other girl with you. Y'all did coke together, and then you decided, I'm going to let him get me pregnant. Oh, Lord, we got the sissy with the hair with the voice actor's wife. So they talking about how Jax has gotten progressively more aggressive because he keeps doing coke. Oh, God, but here comes Kristen Doughty. What? Janet said that Zach and Kristen didn't want her pregnancy to go to full term? You said, oh, my God, Janet. See, these are the white women I hate. The fact that you gonna get out here and say this woman didn't want me to have a healthy baby. I'm sorry, Kristen Doughty is a piece of shit, but I don't think she was rooting for your miscarriage. That's a pretty shitty thing to say about somebody. And that's the thing, is like, I can't believe a word out of your mouth now. Not that I was earlier. And that's why I don't trust that man you with. Because I'm like, really? You gonna get with a heifer that'll just say anything? You were rooting for my miscarriage. So now Janet has gotten Brittany to not be friends with the sissy with the hair. He just looks like he's always in a wind tunnel. However, Jesse has invited Kristen Doughty over. Oh, that's right. Kristen was trying to out the other heifer for having a boyfriend for a year, which it seems like is true. So he's worried that Aaron is the guy that broke up his marriage. You married the wrong woman. That's what broke up your marriage. I could tell that heifer. I could tell by her face she ain't never actually in a marriage. She's in a marriage for the divorce. She's in a marriage to be widowed. She don't like men like that. I don't think she like women like that either. I don't think she like people like that. There is something about her face that just gives selfish. She's the type of mother that would let her child die because she could have another one. That's what you married. That's what you married. That's what she give me. And those type of mothers are out there. So he apologizes because she was right. Why do you care so much about seeing somebody with somebody new when you've got a new puss in your face? Focus on the new puss of yours, not the new peen of hers. With the married couple with 3 kids, I don't know why y'all did that. Now you whining no daycare, no breaks. That's what 3 children is. That's why you had all 3 of them at once. At least once they hit like 10 at once, you won't have to, do everything for everybody at the same time. You'll be done at the same time. But don't let this happen have no more. So he's trying to get her to move to Santa Clarita so they can have a yard and space. I mean, 3 kids, you can't afford LA. Y'all got a Philadelphia budget. Oh, God, she don't want to wait 5 years to have another kid and try to get her body back. Maybe you should stop at 3. Why do you need 8 damn kids? 3 is a fucking enough. Close the factory. Go on, get your tummy tucked and get them tubes tied while you at it. Y'all, where's this money coming from? Y'all think you're going to have another season? This show's giving me a 6-season wonder. You better pay them college funds and shut up. In this economy, and y'all have no real job skills? His ass about to get replaced for voiceover work with AI. You ain't got 3 kid money. Woo, California Delulu. I really hope he puts his foot down and says, I don't want a 4th child. I don't need a 4th child. 3 is enough. Y'all having the experience. Lord, let somebody else have a damn baby. So tonight, Britney's having her party and everybody's showing up and Jax is having his competing boys' night with no boys. So Schwartz is going to be his boy for the night. Jax is tired of being painted as the worst human being alive. Well, if you'd stop being a piece of shit, maybe we could put down the brush. But again, she gonna paint you as the worst human being alive, but she chose to procreate with your coke-headed ass. I know that heifer's put a bag of yours in her purse a time or 2. Oh, God. So Janet wants to rebuild her friendship with Kristen, but Zach and her don't have that much of a history. Kristen, the same woman you said that wished for your miscarriage? You want to rebuild with her? But she rooted for your miscarriage. Janet, you're the lying white woman that put Emmett Till in his grave. That's what you are. And if your husband isn't careful, you're going to do the same thing to him. You're a piece of shit. So Jesse walks in and he's got to meet her new boyfriend, the guy that broke up the marriage. But honey, I'm telling you, she never loved you. I don't even think she can love herself. Jax is whining to Tommy about the setup pictures because I'm sorry, she sent them pictures and started fucking with that friend for a reason, hoping to push him over the edge. Did he fall into the trap? Yes. Did she know what she was doing? Abso-fucking-lutely. And you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of In For Colored Girls, where you have to take responsibility because before he dropped them kids out the damn window, you knew, I need to get away from him. I need to get these kids away from him. You also knew this ain't the type of man whose friend I need to go fucking taunt him. You know he's not stable. So why would you do that? Why would you put those pictures where you know he gonna find them? Because you just ain't shit. Now, if something had happened and your kid had gotten hurt and you both lost custody, you'd fucking deserve. Because the judge would say, why are you taunting this man that you know is mentally unstable? Why are you putting your kids in this type of situation? She's the type of heifer that plays a dangerous game. Now, I am not excusing his behavior at all, but I'm asking you, why would you put nude pictures to one of his friends in an iPad he has access to? You know what reaction you're going to get, and this is what you were hoping for. Jax, what's wrong with you is you shouldn't have had a child to begin with. You have no business being a father at any age. At any age. You just don't have it in you. And she was stupid for telling you, ooh, let's get pregnant. Ugh. But you're a piece of shit and you act like a piece of shit. That's what's wrong with you. There's never going to be hope. So now Michelle wants to say, see, this is why I can't stand Michelle. She's like, oh, you buy her everything you want. She don't teach her about money. If you want to say that, that is a private parenting conversation. That ain't shit you need to be saying in front of your new man or in front of cameras. But you feel that's appropriate. So now Janet gonna pull Kristen aside. So Janet says, I want to find a way back to our good times. Girl, you worse than Funky trying to bring back TGIF. Kristen said, hold on, what about that baby comment? What about that? Oh, God. So Britney supposedly told her Zach said he didn't care if you miscarried. Roll tape of him saying that. He probably did, though. She said, well, I ain't going to stop being friends with Zach because he don't give a shit about your baby. That was a mistake. So now it's Zach, and we want to make him the enemy, his demonic behavior. Oh, she said, you're still giving me a gaslight apology that includes Zach's demonic behavior, so it's not an apology. Girl, look at Kristen being astute. So she's like, well, I sincerely wish you well. I'm sorry this conversation didn't go right. She wouldn't take your shit. So now Jason and Michelle arguing over Isabella and where she gonna go to school. Oh, God, Michelle, shut the fuck up. Now you gonna say, oh, he's mad I moved on, but you just talked about he's dating a girl and wants to move in with her. You mad he moving on. Pot, meat, kettle. I'm sick of both of you. All right, well, that was the first episode. It's going to be a shitty season, and I'm going to keep holding all of them accountable.